He died for 100 years, then watched his donkey come back to life. Somewhere among the ruins of a once great city, a lone traveler stopped. The streets were silent. The houses had collapsed. The walls had crumbled into dust. What had once been full of life had become a place of complete stillness. He looked across the devastation and quietly asked, how could Allah ever bring this back to life after it has died? He wasn't denying Allah's power. He was searching for understanding, and what happened next would become one of the most extraordinary accounts preserved in the Qur'an. In that very moment, Allah caused the man to die. Not symbolically, not in a dream. He truly died. Then, he opened his eyes. He looked around. Everything felt familiar. The air, the sky, the silence. So he was asked, "How long have you remained here?" He answered, "Perhaps a day, or part of a day." But it had not been a day, not even close. It had been 100 years. Then he was told, "Look at your food and your drink." He did. Nothing had changed. The bread had not become stale. The drink had not spoiled. It was as though time itself had refused to touch them. Then came another command. "Now, look at your donkey." He turned, and his heart froze. There was no living animal, no movement, no breath, only bones, scattered across the earth, bleached beneath 100 years of sun. The flesh was gone, the life was gone. Only a silent skeleton remained. Then, before his very eyes, something impossible began to happen. The bones started to move, slowly, silently, one by one. They gathered together. Each bone found its place, joint connected to joint. The skeleton rose, its form returned. Then, muscles wrapped around the bones, skin covered the body, and finally, life returned. The donkey stood, alive once again. No argument, no debate, no theory, only a miracle, witnessed with his own eyes. The Quran does not tell us exactly who this man was. Some traditions identify him differently. Others offer different names, but perhaps that is intentional. Because the story was never about who he was. It was about what he was allowed to witness. Centuries later, the great Sufi master Ibn al-Arabi would describe a difference that reaches to the heart of this story. There is a difference between knowing and seeing. The man already believed that Allah could resurrect the dead. That faith was never in doubt. But belief, built upon knowledge, is one kind of certainty. The Sufi tradition calls it al-Yaqin, the certainty of knowledge. But what Allah granted him that day went far beyond knowledge. He watched the bones move. He watched life return. He witnessed the impossible become reality. This is what the tradition calls al-Yaqin, the certainty of direct sight, not believing, but witnessing. And perhaps this is why the story has echoed through centuries. Because resurrection was not explained to him, it was shown to him. Allah did not answer his question with words. He answered it with an experience. Perhaps many of us live the same way. We believe, we trust, we pray. Yet there are moments when our hearts long not only to believe, but to see. Maybe that is the quiet invitation hidden within this account. Some truths begin as faith, then become certainty. And one day, by the permission of Allah, they become something we witness with our own eyes. The man looked once more at the donkey standing before him, alive after 100 years. And in that moment, knowledge became vision. Faith became certainty. Then he said, "Now I know that Allah has power over all things."